Murder, She Watched contains adult themes and adult language. Listener discretion is advised. Murder, She Watched is for entertainment purposes only. Hello, couch detectives. Welcome to Murder, She Watched, the podcast where we solve murders from our couches. My name is Amye Archer. I am your host. I'm here today back in the neighborhood with Kyla.
Back in the neighborhood. Hello, everybody.
And we're not in Wisconsin.
No, we're in the Hoosier state.
We're in your state.
Yeah. Similar accents from what I hear. A little different, but
I was so excited when this was in your neighborhood here.
Yes. This is down by Indianapolis. There's a lot of couch detectives who are down by Indy, I've learned recently. So.
Yeah, there's one of our couch detectives is trying to set up a little get together.
Yeah, her and I are going to try to figure something out. So that'll be fun. We'll update that obviously as that gets closer.
Yeah, guys, if you want to be part of our little true crime community we have going on, we have a Facebook group. It's called Couch Detectives. The link is in the show notes. Join us. We have fun in there.
We have fun. And it's really just crime, you know?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a good time.
It's no bullshit. We are not on our bullshit in that group. We
are
seriously focused on the criminals.
We are. Yeah. It's and nobody minds a personal post, obviously, but it's very true crime centric.
Yeah. We're all looking for Nancy Guthrie. Where is she?
Yeah.
Who killed John Bonet? Why is Scott Peterson still alive? All questions we still have.
Who killed John Bonet?
Well,
how do you feel?
Melissa McCarthy, right, as Patsy?
I have a really hard time seeing her as Patsy.
Oh,
I would have
I don't know.
Never picked her. She's always just so funny.
We 80'd her up, 80s her up.
Her hair too. It's the hair. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm very intrigued. I know I'll watch it, but
wasn't she in the Pam Hupp thing that Becca and I covered?
I don't think so.
Betsy Faria.
I don't think it was anybody huge.
Okay.
I think that Renee Zellweger was definitely the big name in that.
Okay. All right. Betsy Faria.
I can picture the
it was Katie Mixon. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not big on knowing actors.
She's from Eastbound and Down, the Kenny Power show.
I love Eastbound. I haven't seen that in years, but I do like that show.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about this Worst Neighbor Ever, season 1, episode 2, Midwest Meltdown.
I don't remember this. And
okay, that was my question for you. Since you were local, do you remember it? How far do you live from where this happened?
About 2 hours north. Okay. Yeah. I don't remember this at all, but I will tell you, this happened in 2012. I was thick in my adjuncting life, and this was before we were parents.
So say no more about the adjuncting life.
You get it. I had no life. Yeah. So I don't remember when this happened, but I can't believe that I don't. It's wild.
What year was your son born?
2013.
Okay. My girls are 2006.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So we got Doug. We got Gloria.
We got
Kay, Gloria's daughter. We got Abby, another neighbor. We got Faith, Abby's daughter. And we have Jennifer and Dion, another couple.
Yeah.
So we open with Doug, and we are in Richmond Hill, Indiana. Is that a city or is it a neighborhood? I couldn't tell if it was like a neighborhood.
I could not tell either. I did some Googling. So it said it started out as a village, and now it is considered like a city.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Doug says, some people have left Richmond Hills, and I get it. He says, it's been too much for people, but I stayed. They don't call me the mayor of Richmond Hill for nothing. We all have this guy in our neighborhood growing up.
I was totally. He loves it. He's the king of the HOA.
Doug and his wife moved to this area when they were still building homes in Richmond Hill. Like it was just being built up. It was 2001, and eventually the addition held 125 houses. Everyone hung out. Everyone drank together. All the kids played. This is the exact style of neighborhood I grew up. It was less suburby, more city.
Yeah.
But there was, I talk about this all the time. I was so fortunate to grow up where I grew up. I grew up in a neighborhood where there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 families that all had 2 kids, and they were all around our ages.
That's amazing. And your
Mhm.
stories from that time are
Mhm.
fabulous because, like, that's the perfect setup.
Yeah, and it was Gen X, so we were, like,
Yeah.
all outside all the
Nobody was
time.
tracking you at all.
No, we were building death traps, we were drinking in the woods, we were like, we just
Oh,
were doing whatever we
yeah.
want to, and all of our parents were friends.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it
That's
was
cool.
really was like a village, like, it was like a community, like, I knew when I was a kid that, if I got hurt outside or something and my parents
Right.
found that I could go to Pat and Mike or I could go to Bob and Donna, like, they were
Yeah,
around.
you have all these options of people you can go to. Totally. That's really cool. That's awesome. See, I grew up in a rural setting, but our next door
Mhm,
neighbors had kids
mhm.
around the same age as my brother and I. So we were really lucky because we played with them and they ran an in-home daycare. So
Oh,
a ton of
nice.
kids from school went there and we would
Okay.
always go play. Our big thing, we would like build forts in the
Mhm.
cornfields in the woods and
Same.
all of that, which I would never do now.
No.
I've gotten soft.
Well, the thing that like, we moved up here into a more rural setting when my girls were 8, and it was
Yeah.
hard for them. Like, they don't
Yeah.
have any friends around. I have to drive them everywhere. They wanna go see a friend,
That's
it's a
tough.
15, 20-minute drive.
Yes, and it's not just a quick and you have to arrange it, right? Like, you can't just
Yeah,
walk over, ride your bike
yeah,
over. That's hard.
yeah, it was hard. So, Monty and her husband move in at some point,
Mhm.
and oh, poor Doug. Doug says
Yikes.
she had an accent I couldn't understand. Doug.
I know, I was like, "Doug, don't say." He was like, "But that's okay."
Yeah,
But
he's like,
then
"It's
I was like,
okay, but she
"Nobody
wasn't a
cares."
Hoosier." Okay.
I know, but let me tell you, Amy, I know Doug, and, like, I know
Yeah,
that Doug
and he
totally
means
did not
well,
mean
like, he
anything
means
by it,
well.
but
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah. Doug's a good
don't
guy.
say
Yeah, yeah,
that. Oh, we don't say that, Doug."
yeah. No, Gloria, another neighbor, lived next door to Monty, and she
Mhm.
says it was Monty, her husband John, and her daughter, and she had a really cute cat named Snowball.
Snowball.
Gloria says Monty had her boobs done, told Gloria, hey, as long as there's a plastic surgeon on earth, there's no reason to be old. She had a nice
She's
car. She had designer bags.
yeah.
I wrote, you know what Monty is? She's a hoot. That's what people would describe her as.
Oh, yes,
My
that's a
grandma would
very
say,
good way to
oh,
put
Monty's a hoot. Mm-hmm.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
almost like a character,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
people yeah, 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 yeah.
Abby was very good friends with Monty. She lived a few houses down. And Abby says Monty was from Puerto Rico and taught herself English and put herself through nursing school. And
Yeah.
I had a lot of respect for her. She was badass,
I mean,
basically.
that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
They had dinner 2 to 3 times a week. And, they would just kind of yell, hey, come on, time for dinner.
Yeah, when she said she'd yell at the front door, "Hey, Jackson's dinner's ready."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Abby was real religious,
We
and
see this,
Monty
yes.
got into it and asked Abby to baptize her, and Abby's
Mhm.
like, "I was thrilled to do it. Welcome to the flock." Whatever you say to people, I don't know.
I didn't know that you could just I don't know.
Yo,
This is
you
not
could
our area of
randomly
expertise.
baptize people.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, you could. I think in some religions,
Yeah, I
Catholicism,
don't know
forget
the
it because you
rules.
got to pay a fee. It's going to cost
Well,
money.
yeah, I don't know
But
the rules.
yeah, I grew up
Yeah, but
Catholic, and everything. Every time you turn around, you're paying $150. So
there'll be a fee for that. I didn't
yeah.
know that. I was very intrigued
Hmm.
by this.
Hmm. On the other side of Monty's house, so Gloria lives on one side. On
Mhm.
the other side is Dion and Jennifer. The minute they were talking about them in past tense, I'm like, okay,
Yep,
they're
you
the
could tell.
ones.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Jennifer grew up in the area. Dion's father's in this. He talks about it. He says Jennifer was an elementary school teacher.
Yeah.
Dion was an electrical engineer. They had a cute little dog named Pepper.
Yeah.
Dion was a big gardener and he really loved his plants, but Monty hated his garden and thought it was trash.
Oh, because it was ugly. It wasn't ornate enough for Monty.
What?
And they said it was his butterfly garden. And,
Yes.
a lot of people are really into that, the local wildflowers that you need to help the
I agree.
pollinators.
I agree. Dion was working on a GTO in his garage, and
Yeah.
Monty's marriage at some point starts to go downhill.
Yes.
And she files for divorce. And Abby tells us one day John was there, next day he wasn't.
Wild.
But
And
Monty
then
stayed in the house with her daughter.
yeah.
Oh my God. Whenever this is a downside possibly of having a really tight neighborhood is we knew all the gossip.
That's the other thing. Totally.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings. I don't think I want to live anywhere like that now. I would not
Raising kids, it was great. Like, I can imagine for my parents.
With little kids,
it was great.
Well, and especially just let them all go play with each other and entertain each other. Like, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I would not like this. I am not a fan, and the older I get, the worse it gets.
Of nosiness?
No.
Oh, forced interactions.
Forced socializations and, like, forced obligatory socializations. I mean, nobody loves it, but it's just I think my patience for that has gotten worse, and this wouldn't be rough. I wanna be able to, like, go hang out in my backyard and not worry that somebody's gonna just wander in and hang out.
100%.
I'm not an antisocial nightmare. I sound like that, I realize that, but I don't know.
No, I get it.
I like
There's
having my time to relax.
There's times when you need to be in your backyard.
Yes. Just sit.
Very much like Francis from our episode 1. There's times when you need to cut the grass in the nude.
Sometimes maybe I just want to mow naked. I can't worry about people walking in on that. I am not mowing naked. Mark, no. Oh, yikes.
Well, you know what happens to Moncy after this divorce? She goes into a woohoo girl phase.
I thought of you immediately. I was like, oh, woohoo girl Moncy. Moncy's getting wild.
For those of you who do not know the legend, my mother went through a woohoo girl phase when she was still married to my dad, and still we were young.
Where did she work when this all fell?
JCPenney's.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was a retail place. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So Abby.
Well, and not sorry to interrupt. I noticed she said when she was talking about her woohoo girl face, because Moncy's a nurse, and she said she started hooking up with all the doctors at the hospital.
Yes.
And when I worked at the hospital.
Is this a thing?
Yes. There's a type of this is a thing. Not everywhere and not everyone.
Hashtag not all doctors and nurses.
Yeah, not all doctors, not all nurses, but there are certain ones, and anybody that works in this setting knows someone. And you're just like, yeah. That's a thing.
Okay.
That's a thing.
Academia, it's very present too. Like when
really?
I was working at the university, a lot of this stuff happens.
There was a lot of that when I taught at the college. That was a whole, everybody was bringing everybody there. That was a whole mess.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was hard for Abby to be around this. Abby does some slut shaming here that I'm not a fan of.
Yes, she does. I agree. Yeah.
She basically calls her a tramp. I mean, I don't know how else to
and like says she doesn't want it around her children. I mean,
I need to focus on raising my girls with morals.
Yeah, like I feel like Abby's making it sound like Moncy was like slamming drugs at the dining room table in front of her children, but
I mean, we might get there. Who knows? A few years go by and this new guy shows up on the scene. His name is Mark.
Oh, I got a bad feeling so fast.
And Monty introduces him to Abby by saying, "This is Mark. He's amazing and makes a fuck ton of money."
Moncy.
Okay.
Oh.
Abby says she knew immediately Mark was not a good dude.
Yeah.
And Abby goes, I mean, she met him at a bar.
Ew. Gross. People at bars.
Who amongst us?
Yeah. I mean, that's literally Mitchell and I met while waiting in line at a bar. That's how we met.
There you go. There you go. And here is a legitimate concern, though. He's on tether. She spots a little ankle bracelet on his ankle. Yeah,
he's got a little house arrest bracelet going.
He's on tether, as they say on Love After Lockup.
That's fun.
He caught a charge. He caught a charge.
Yeah, he caught a charge. There we go. There we go.
Gloria says he had on a puka shell necklace, frosted hair, and a fake tan. I'm like, oh, so she married Mark McGrath.
Every morning with the halo hanging on the corner.
Sugar Ray is here.
Okay. Weird that we're talking about this. Mitchell and I had this very in-depth conversation a few weeks ago about how Mark McGrath did not get the hot boy of the 2000s credit he deserved.
That's because he was 50 trying to pass off his 20.
I don't know how we got on that tangent. We were watching music videos and we were like, he was pretty hot. But oh my God, when she said a bad frost job, Amy, it was a bad frost job.
I love it.
I haven't heard anybody call it frosting in so long. That was very satisfying to hear.
Loved it. So he will be called Sugar Ray from now on.
Oh, and listen, I have so much tea on this man later. He deserves all that we're making fun of him for.
Good.
Don't you fret.
This guy's a creep.
He's awful.
right away.
He's a
Everybody
predator.
spots it.
He is a predator.
So they're like making out on the front lawn. Who amongst us?
I know. Listen, yeah, we've all been that person that's just causing a scene.
She's riding a motorcycle. They're coming and going at weird times. A lot of traffic to the house. He drives a van. You know who drove a van? My grandfather, who had two families, and we had to have 2 funerals.
See, there's something suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
I just love when Abby was talking about them leaving at all hours of the night on the motorcycle. I pictured her just peeking behind the curtains, like,
oh yeah,
you know that Ned Flanders meme where he's watching through the window, like.
Yeah. She has like a Delta Burke about her, like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Designing women.
This douchebag's real name is Mark Leonard, but we're calling him Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
His ex Joanne is here to tell us what fucking trash he is. So she says she lost her husband in 2009, and she joined a dating site a while later because she was upset, heartbroken, lonely, whatever.
Yeah,
fine, good. You do you.
Yeah.
She says, "Oh my God, I came across him and he was so hot." I'm like, "Is he?
Is he?" I thought the same thing.
Looks like he has a broken nose. I don't know what's going on there.
The hair was very distracting to me. I mean, you do you. Everybody wears their hair exactly how they want.
He has a cut on his nose that makes it look like he has a broken nose all the time.
It looked like he's always recently been in a fight. So I don't know what's going on there. Well, we'll get to it, but
I love how props to we talked about it last episode about the cartoons, how we have mixed feelings about them, but I do love they put a puka shell necklace on him. They
really leaned into the frosted hair and puka shell necklace. Oh man, what a time.
Okay. On December 27th, 2009, they're dating for 3 months, this ex Joanne and Sugar Ray. And they go to church. I'm like, Sugar Ray goes to church?
Hey,
okay.
Yeah, he's got to play the game. He plays the game.
They go to church and he's like having a meltdown. And she's like, what's the matter? He says, he told her he was a carpenter. And he said, at work, a piece of equipment got stolen. The job pays $300,000. Okay. As the wife of a carpenter.
Yeah. Very not getting all these $300,000 jobs, Amy?
Very few residential carpentry jobs with one contractor on them pay this much. Like normally 100%. It's a home building company or a union job or commercial or So the fact that this one guy who didn't have a company by any stretch of the imagination, they just
I'm imagining he's like a handyman situation.
Yeah.
Maybe remodels a little bit.
But he said, I can't finish the job. I can't get that big payout without this piece of equipment. I did find a machine that looks just like it, but it's in Kentucky and it's $10,000. Joanne is like, I hope he doesn't think I'm giving him this money. Yeah. But then they go into the church and the priest is like, love thy con man and give him thy money.
Yes. Yep. And she softened and gave him the $10,000. 3 months. You knew him for 3 months.
Can I say the quiet part out loud?
Yeah.
Her husband died. That was probably his money.
I was thinking that's insurance money. That is life insurance, retirement, something that she did not need to give this.
I am here to tell all couch detectives within the sound of my voice. Should you be listening to this episode someday and I am no longer on this earth, and Mr. Timmy Archer is spending my life insurance money on another woman, you have my permission to burn my house down. Okay,
Amanda, you're the closest. Amanda.
Yep, because I would be irate.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, and I don't know if they have children, but like, I thought the same thing. That's where that money came from, and he knew she had.
My grandmother did this. My grandfather died when she was only. Let me think. Let me pull out the calculator, guys, because this is how bad I am at math.
No, I can't do math either.
Okay, my grandmother's born in 1934. My grandfather died in 1978. So she was only 44.
Yeah.
So she was widowed very young. Yeah. And she got connected with this new guy and he was trash.
That's the one, right? The bad guy.
The bad guy.
Yeah,
the heroin addict.
Okay, that's what I thought it was.
Musician.
Yeah.
And she was only married to him for 9 months, but like my grandparents were dirt poor. When my grandfather died, I think he left my grandmother like maybe $25,000 at the time. She bought new furniture for the first time in her life. They never owned a home. They always lived in apartments.
Yeah.
So she was able to save a little bit and pay her rent and stuff like that. And she gave this guy a lot of that money. And my mother, who is like the biggest mama's or daddy's girl on the planet, was like apoplectic. Like, just to this day, I could probably bring it up with her and she'll be angry.
Because, well, rightfully so. Didn't they did they not speak for a while?
Yeah, they were estranged during that
Okay,
time,
that's what I thought. Okay, yeah. I mean, I would be so angry about that too. And I know you and I talk about this a lot, but predatory behavior on this. He's seeking out a vulnerable woman, vulnerable person in this situation. Oh, it just makes me so angry.
Yeah. My grandmother, who once smelled a Tom Collins and claimed she got drunk off it. That's the only alcohol she's ever had in her life.
Yeah.
Married a heroin addict.
That's just heinous.
So you know how that went.
Yeah. And it's just, and being a 44-year-old widow, you're going to be vulnerable.
So this Julia, like, I get it. You know what I mean? She's vulnerable. She thinks this guy loves her. Right. Yes. She comes out of this long-term marriage where you don't realize that people operate like this. You don't realize there are con men because you've been in this, we have no reason to think otherwise, but she's been in this healthy long-term marriage, or at least happy long-term marriage.
Yes.
So, like, why would she think this guy's trying to take her for a ride?
Well, totally. And not only has she not dated anyone in 30 years, now she's doing online dating. And, it's so frustrating because people just want companionship. And I believe her. Like she said, she just wants somebody to hang out and do stuff with. And and he was love bombing the fuck out of her
He was. Learned. And then she's like, I watch enough Judge Judy is what I was getting reading between the lines there.
Yeah,
to know that I need an agreement. So she gets him, and I wrote, "Girl, that's worth the paper you've written it on." Like,
I know. I'm sure she didn't even get it notarized or anything. You know what I mean?
She gives him $11,600. The next day, he doesn't call her.
He doesn't even try to play the game. Isn't that nuts?
Nope.
He stopped immediately.
A week later, his friend calls up and says, Sugar Ray is done with you, girl. He doesn't want anything to do with you. And she's like, that's fine, but I want my $11,600 back.
Oh, Joanna,
you're not getting it, honey.
When he had his friend break up with her for him, like, what are we in 7th grade? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Ugh, coward.
She sues him in small claims court, but the judge is like, honey, there's 3 or 4 people in front of you. I don't know how to tell you this, but you're going to have to kind of accept that you're not getting this money.
When I felt so bad for her when she's like, I just had to accept I got by a con man. Ugh.
But you know what, Kyla? I kind of appreciate that she was like, okay, like, this terrible thing happened and I learned from it and I'm going forward. Like,
it's the healthiest attitude to have.
You can't beat yourself up over it.
You can't, but it just makes me so mad for her.
Me too.
Financial abuse and
it drives me crazy. Yes. It drives me crazy. So November 10th, 2012, the neighbors are all out on the street. This is where it looks like King of the Hill, the animation.
Yeah.
And it's unusually nice out. So, like, a lot of people have their windows open. It's the middle of November.
In Indiana, listen. You get a nice day, you soak it up because you don't know when you could have another one.
Here too, you get a day that's 50 degrees in March. Everybody's running around shorts.
Yeah, the kids are swimming. It's like in the 90s here right now. And
same.
Yeah,
it's bad. So around 11 o'clock, there is a huge explosion. Doug says it felt like a missile hit the house. And when you see the aerial views of this.
And some of the home footage, it was wild. When they showed the doors blowing open, just the force of that.
Wow.
No, I can't imagine.
Abby's house was like falling in on them. It was Moncy's house that was on fire, and people were trapped in the house next door, which was Jennifer and Dion. Gloria's house actually collapsed. Her whole family is trapped. She's under a truss. She's talking about like her roofing trusses.
Oh my gosh.
On top of her.
Yes.
And they're big and heavy.
They're big, and her and her husband are both trapped under them in their living room.
There's a huge emergency response. Monty's house is completely gone. Like, it's gone.
It's rubble. It's just rubble.
Jennifer and Dion's house is almost completely demolished. And then we hear this heartbreaking call from Dion. He's calling his Xfinity mobile security. saying like, my house just blew up. You need to call 911.
Like,
You
I need
need to get me
everybody.
help. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Oh, it was
Emily,
awful.
Dion's sister, my heart broke for her. Here's where I was crying.
Same. And then
because she sees it on TV and she's like, I know that's his street. Like,
Yeah.
I know. And they couldn't get a hold of him.
No, he wasn't answering. And then when they're calling his dad, and his dad's like, I just went over there. And I get it. You would just want to go. You would just go to where they are.
Yeah. So they set up at the local school, they set up like their communication point, their center. And all the residents are going there. And at one point, somebody, I forget who it is, describes all the residents as like kind of zombies, like coming out of the darkness.
And it made me think of, have you seen The Crazies?
No. Is it scary?
Yeah, it's a zombie. Yeah, it's a scary one. It's got Oliphant. What's his name? Tim. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, Timothy Oliphant?
Oliphant. Yeah, he's in it. It's a really good movie, but they are evacuating
him.
Everyone. I do too. They evacuate everyone to the local high school, and it's in a small town. And they show everybody just like walking that, and that's what I was picturing. And it would be so spooky.
I can watch zombie stuff. Like I love The Walking Dead, but scary movies.
Well, and this one's very. I don't think you would like it because it's about like biological warfare a little bit, and it's anxiety inducing. I don't.
Okay,
it's a good movie, but I don't like to watch it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. So Dion's family can't find Dion and Jennifer.
Oh my God.
Gloria and her family are rescued, but they're really beat up. And then Jennifer's family shows up and they are told that Dion and Jennifer didn't make it.
It was just awful. And
Dion's dad says, I wouldn't believe it until they had to do dental records. That's how badly they were burned. And he goes, I just wouldn't accept it until I knew the dental records match. Like I still wouldn't accept it.
I totally get it. You would just, the shock of this, you would want it to not be real. It was just so devastating. And, you know, I thought I was impressed with the way they were like trying to coordinate finding everybody, you know, having everybody sign in and doing a roll call and then trying to call neighbors who weren't there. I thought that was pretty impressive for just a neighborhood like that.
Now they need to know what happened and who did this. So Moncy and Mark were not even home. They were at a casino somewhere. They were called back. They got back at 3 a.m. visibly upset. Moncy says her daughter was at a babysitter. So everybody's safe.
Yeah.
Mark Hollingsworth, he's a deputy prosecutor. He heard about what happened and he said 12 people were injured, 30 homes were destroyed, and Dion and Jennifer lost their lives. So we had to figure out what occurred
here. That magnitude, and they said it's a 125 home neighborhood, 30 homes destroyed.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's wild. They say later it's the blast was the equivalent of 3 tons of TNT.
I know, right? What? I can't. No wonder they all felt it just go through their bodies like that. Ugh.
So they bring the ATF in because the ATF are experts in explosions. So like the fire department is the one who will figure out the root of this.
Yes.
But the ATF might if it's an explosion, right?
Yes.
So they're working together. And Michael Eggleston, he's an ATF agent. He says every scene tells a story. And he said, when you walked into this scene, the house was strangely empty. There was no furniture, no clothes, no TVs. And he's like, TVs wouldn't vaporize. There would be some semblance of them because they, you know what I mean? Like they found other things.
Yeah, he says, you know, people think it's like the movies where something blows up and everything vaporizes, and it's just not like that. And there was nothing. It was weird, the stuff that was left there.
Right. So Monty's real name is Montserrat Shirley.
Montserrat.
And Sugar Ray are on TV just crying. Just in disbelief and horror over what has happened. And, you know, you see Sugar Ray going, oh, we're working with law enforcement to try to figure out what happened. Like, we're just devastated over this.
Can't believe it.
The gas company says, like I told you, that would be 3 tons of TNT. So now the investigators noticed some things were missing. The step down valve, which is, it regulates the amount of gas that comes from the source into the house, and the Dante valve, which is for the fireplace. So there was free flowing gas just in this house.
Man, oh man. Wow. That's not suspicious at all.
Now they're like, okay, but every explosion needs a spark.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like that story I was telling on the live the other night about my dad's family, where everybody blew up in the explosion.
Oh my God, you have the wildest. Your dad has the best story. Well, not
Scranton
best. You know what I
stories.
mean? Most
The
intense,
wildest. Yes.
the wildest Scranton
Yes.
stories. There you go.
They focus on the microwave because they're like looking at pictures of the appliances, and they're like, the microwave sustained way more damage than anything else.
It's like mangled and twisted, and nothing else is.
So what they do is they go and they look and they find a metal cylinder in there, and they realize that the microwave had a delay start feature.
Yeah.
So now this is a crime scene.
Oh my gosh.
On the day of the explosions, neighbors saw a white van in the neighborhood in front of Monty's house, and everyone kind of knows that Monty and Sugar Ray at this point are being looked at. But they're like, I mean, we know Sugar Ray is trash, but could Monty really have done this?
Yeah, because remember, like they said, it was like a switch flipped in Monty. Like she was like typical suburban mom, and all of a sudden she's like party girl. So
she's stigmatized by this Sugar Ray.
I literally said that to Mitchell. That's awesome. That's why we're friends. She's stigmatized.
Yep. So the microwave had a 24-hour timer, but they were already at the casino 24 hours ahead of the explosion. And the interesting thing about the casino is they play one round of cards, they spend the rest of the time at the bar, and they have no hotel room that night. They knew they were going to get called back.
Yep, they were waiting on it.
Someone comes forward. This guy's a bartender, and he says, look, Bob Leonard, Sugar Ray's brother, and Sugar Ray were in my bar. The gas light in.
Yeah.
Don't get picked up by a guy at the gaslight in.
I know, that's very ominous.
And this guy used to work for the gas company, and they're asking him all sorts of questions.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I thought we were just talking shop. You know?
He's like, I'm so passionate about natural gas.
Yeah, the way they said that was funny.
Talk about the Dante switch.
Yeah. Hank Hill, again, there's another parallel. Propane and propane accessories.
There we go. Yes. So they found Bob Leonard's DNA on the front doorknob, and they know he had access to the van. So they're all arrested on December 21st. It did not take long.
No. And that's fire forensics are so fascinating to me. Like, how cool is that like you can find the origin source and they can like find the burn patterns. It's so cool and terrifying all at the same time.
They had moved everything out of the house, but why? Well, they did this because it was planned. They were doing this for the insurance money, and the insurance money was only like $300,000. Listen, that's a life-changing amount of money to somebody like us.
Yes, 100%.
But to destroy a house and possibly kill people for that amount of money?
Yes. It's like we always say, this is not never work again money. You know what I mean?
So they realize that they think they know what happened, but they really could use somebody to fill in the details here. So they offer Monty a plea deal, and she turns on them.
She snatches that right up.
They discover there were 2 previous attempts to blow up the house. They also boarded the cat and went to the casino 3 weekends in a row and put the daughter with the babysitter.
Yeah, away from the house, because they said that they didn't want her to be babysat at the house, and they would make up reasons why.
But the problem was there wasn't enough gas the previous 2 times. So, ironically, I forget who says this. It might have been Dion's sister or Gloria. Might have been Gloria. But somebody says they made sure their cat survived and Jennifer and Dion
It was Abby's daughter.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It's wild. The disregard for everyone around them for this. Oh.
Dion's family learns he was still alive. They learned that in the trial. And that people had tried to get him out and they couldn't. That happened here. Like, not to get too into it, but this happened here with a child in a house fire.
Oh my God. Oh
yeah, in our area. It was very bad. Very bad.
How traumatizing for so many
reasons.
First,
we have a ton of respect for first responders, but like when they have to deal with shit like this.
And you have to live with that for the rest of your life. And
yeah.
I don't know how they do it. And yeah, we appreciate them so much.
Bob Leonard was convicted of 51 counts, including felony murder and arson. And he was sentenced to 2 life sentences without parole plus 70 years.
They did not
threw
fuck around
the
with this
fucking book at these 2.
They did. Good.
Mark similarly got 53 counts, 2 life sentences plus 75 years.
Yeah.
He died in 2018. Sugar Ray is no longer
Sugar
with
Ray
us.
is deceased.
And Moncy pled guilty to conspiracy to commit arson. She was sentenced to 50 years. Abby's house was torn down. They sold the property, and Gloria and her family have left as well. Yeah. That's where we leave them.
You know, one of my favorite parts of this was when we were learning about Dion and Jennifer, and when they were showing that home video of Dion. This made me weep, Amy, when he's like, I got a good job.
Giving out all the Paul McCartney.
Oh, I know, it's Paul McCartney.
That's okay. I'm okay with it.
Like, oh my God, it was just so sweet. And I was like, oh, that was such cool insight as to who he was as a person. Like, that's really cool.
Because his nephew says, like, I didn't have a good relationship with my father. So Dion stood in for that a lot of times. So this kid feels like he lost his father.
Oh, he was, well, watching his nephew and sister talk was just like knife in the heart. Upsetting. It was awful.
Yeah. Did you find any scoop for us? Any details?
I did.
We like the hot goss here on Murder, She Watched.
We did. And I did a little bit of timeline detective work. So, I'm obviously very familiar with the public record system in Indiana. I peruse it on the regular. You never know when you might need to look something up. So, Mark Leonard here, our Sugar Ray himself. Sugar Ray Leonard. What? Isn't that the boxer? Go. Oh my God, what are the odds?
Yep.
Look at us. Okay, so he has been arrested about a bazillion times, starting in 1989. Now, I'm going to read you a list of everything this motherfucker has been arrested for, okay? Because he's not good. So I stand by us making fun of his frosted hair.
Good.
Okay, so this happened in 2012. He was arrested in 2013 or faced charges for insurance fraud. Go figure. I'm assuming this has to do with the state farm of it all. 2012, arrested for driving while suspended. He was arrested a lot in 2010. This was a rough year. He was arrested for stalking with a deadly weapon in the county I grew up in. Yeah, I'm not going to say, but so that was wild. Also in 2010, a woman took him to small claims court for a little over $3,000.
Okay.
In 2010, he was also arrested for invasion of privacy. In 2009, he was arrested for domestic battery and intimidation.
Oh, what a scumbag.
Oh, it keeps going. In 2007, strangulation, criminal confinement. 2004, fraud. 2003, aiding and fraud. 2002, stalking and a DUI. 1991, he received his first protective order. And in 1989, his first arrest was for possession of cocaine. So he's been a career criminal. He's an abusive, violent man also. He's a frightening piece of shit. Some other observations I made about this. So timeline was interesting. So I wanted to look up when Moncy and her husband got divorced because I wanted to see the timeline of her and Mark. Okay.
Yeah.
So Shirley filed for divorce on March 7th, 2000. I'm sorry, Moncy. Their last name is Shirley. That's why I wrote that.
Yeah.
March 7th, 2011. Now, ironically, a month before that, in February of 2011, Moncy was arrested for domestic battery. So I'm assuming this led to the divorce. Yeah.
Okay. No mention of that in the documentary.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Not that it doesn't affect the outcome, but it's just an interesting.
But they didn't mention it, and you're right.
Yeah.
So she is divorced in 2011. In March 2012, so almost exactly a year after her divorce, she and Mark are named together as co-defendants in a small claims situation for $1,000. Looks like it maybe was settled. I thought that was interesting. And then... So that was in March 2012. The explosion happened on November 10th, 2012. So look at that. In like a year and a half, how quickly Moncy just blew up her life, no pun intended.
Yeah.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
Wild.
Interesting. Wow.
I know.
Now she's in jail for 50 years.
She's in jail for 50 years. And then I don't think they mentioned this in the documentary. There was 2 other people arrested in relation with this. I did take a screenshot. The person who was babysitting Moncy's daughter was arrested for aiding and abetting. Like they knew what was going on.
Like an accessory.
And then there was another person arrested for knowing about this scheme and helping with the first 2 unsuccessful attempts. So, they were not named in this.
Okay,
And I don't like
interesting.
to even come close to doxing people. I get weird
Yeah,
about
no,
naming
no, no.
names, so
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
going to. But
Yeah, and
wasn't that interesting?
I wonder too where Monty's daughter is. Maybe with the father?
I'm thinking with the father, yeah, because I looked up their divorce to see, because I wanted to see who filed. I was curious about that
Yeah,
'cause
make
she
sure he's
filed.
not a bad guy. He doesn't seem like a
Correct.
bad guy?
He doesn't have any other stuff going on from what I could
Okay.
see. So, yeah, I
Okay.
assume that's where her daughter is.
Wow.
I know, right? So,
all it takes is one neighbor.
seriously, that's what's terrifying about this.
Yeah, and this is what has always worried me about living most of my life, my young life, obviously. I lived in apartments, right, as a 20-something. And I was always like, the person upstairs could do anything and destroy my life in the process.
Yes.
Like, it freaked me out always.
Have I ever told you the story of when we lived in an apartment and our neighbors got arrested?
No?
Oh my gosh. So Luke was a baby
Mhm.
and we lived in an apartment and our upstairs neighbors, there was some local crime. There was some people had stolen some guns from law enforcement officers' home locally.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I was at work and Mitchell was home. We worked opposite shifts when Luke was a baby. Always a
Mhm.
super fun way to live.
Mhm.
But he was home with Luke during the day and he all of a sudden he could hear everything, like them beating on the door upstairs saying like Fort Wayne police. It was the people who did that. They were related to it and he was home
Wow.
while this was all happening and he was freaking
Wow.
out. They did not have anybody evacuate the building.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
interesting.
weird? Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was quite the adventure for him.
No, I've had neighbors. So in my previous neighborhood that I talked about on the last episode, um, 2 houses down from me, one time I was driving home with the girls and the cops have my street all blocked off. And
Ooh.
I'm like, "What's going on?" And it was a hostage situation. They were holding somebody against their will in the basement
Whoa.
of this house.
What?
Yeah, I thank God I wasn't home. I was, like, coming home, and once I saw this and the cops told me that, I turned around and went back to
Fair enough.
to my grandmother's. But, like, what? What
Did you know
is
the
going on?
people at all or who they were?
Okay, so funny story. My dad actually lived in that house for a while when the girls were
Really?
little, and my dad decided to sell it and wasn't real discerning with who he sold it to.
Uh-oh.
And so we blamed him for a long time because these
Thanks,
people were a
Dad.
nightmare. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Not
funny.
his fault, but we
No, but
jokingly
I mean,
blamed him a lot.
you have to do that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
there
I'm
you go.
excited to see the next episodes. This is a
Yeah,
good
this
show.
is
I'm
a
into
good
it.
show. Let me see if I have a title for it, or at least we could figure out where it is. Worst
Yeah.
neighborhood ever. No, it doesn't say. Oh, wait here. Episode guide. Okay, it is Fear Thy Neighbor.
Oh.
Doesn't say where it is. And then the last one is The Executor.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, like
This
the
is
executor of an estate? Okay. All right.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
we both went to the dark
There we
place
go.
with that. I'm like, "Oh god, executions."
Oh, you never know what you're gonna encounter on Worst Neighbor Ever.
You literally don't, and this is terrifying, and when they showed Snowball the cat, I was like I was just waiting for something bad to happen to an animal, and it didn't happen, and I know it's awful because people lost their lives, but when we are adding layers of awfulness, I just let's not do that.
Dion and Jennifer, man, R.I.P. They did nothing wrong.
And they look like they were just, like, the coolest couple.
And they were, like, at the start of their lives together. That's so
She's a
upsetting.
teacher, he's an engineer, he likes his pollinator garden, like, that it breaks my heart, and his dad and his sister and his nephew were just so torn up, and it was awful.
So upsetting. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. If you want to support the show and join us for our murder club, our murder club of the month meeting, which will be on the 22nd of July.
Yeah, a few weeks.
We're going to be discussing, help me, Love Trapped, the podcast.
Clayton and Laura.
You can join at the $8 tier. It's the only level we have. You can, sign up on Patreon. Link is in the show notes. If you're listening on Apple and you're an Apple subscription person.
Oh, yeah.
You have to email me with a little screenshot of your subscription. I'll send you the link because I have no way to access your information. So
I can't. That's fascinating to me that they don't give you that information.
They give me nothing. You're a number. That's it. You have 15 people subscribed. That's it. That's all you see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Kyla. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.